I'll just do that. Join the voice chat! Oh, someone disconnected already. I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm just gonna, I can invite him back, it's fine. If he doesn't join back, that's not my problem. I'm not gonna lie. Any problems that happen with people's connection is not my fault. I'll invite you back, bro. Don't worry. I'll invite you back. Oh, did it? Damn. Okay, look. I'll invite you back to the lobby. You can join mid-session. It's fine. That's incredible. How have you already like that? What is going on with the servers? Am I tripping? What is going on? Why am I stuck in this menu? Why am I stuck? What do you guys see? What do you guys see? Am I missing something? There we go. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna invite this guy again. Where is he? I mean, you can try it if you want. Where's the 9? Oh, here we go. There's that guy. Hi, Dave. Why can't I see the 9 guy, whatever his name is? That guy, he'll join whenever. Welcome to NPL! Yay! This time, we're racing in Australia! Should I just talk like that the whole time? That's a great commentary. We're looking at Ye Boy John 546 going into turn 3 for the first time. Oh! And he made the apex! What a corner! Anyway. Oh, here comes Brody! Go for the overtake! Oh, never mind, that was Kaiser. We're gonna talk about that. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'm actually gonna commentate. Ty's is coming out the pit lane. We have Sedge Lemon 9. I'm gonna butcher your fucking names. I don't care. I'm trying to add you. It won't come up with your name because you're not online. Oh, there we go. Now it does. I've invited you. I invited 9 Tez, whatever your name is. No worries. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. There we go. You've joined. All right. Can you still drive? There's a button in the spectator menu that lets you drive. Okay, cool. We're all cool. Come on, Tice. Right, so I am the reigning champion of the league, if anyone wants to know, and I'm commentating, so you're all gonna fight for a championship. Well, the last time you won a championship was like 2 years ago, Tice, bro. It was, bro. It was. Tice, it was season 5. It was season 5. And you shouldn't even have won that season. It was me, bro. I won 10 races, you won 6. How does that make any sense? Anyway. Yeah, no, because you crashed every single time you led, bro. It was so funny. Why is this so funny, bro? Don't crash! Alright, let's watch some. We're watching Ethan, because I want to put pressure on him, because I don't like it. I'm joking. Anyway, hi Ethan! On board with the kicks out, but in Sector 1, what's it going to be? I need to get my little menu up. Yeah. It's 7th car. Purple first sector for Ethan as he goes through the first sector. In 7th gear, heading up into 8th gear, incoming to the DRS zone. He opens DRS, I think it's on automatic, but you know what? That doesn't matter. Let's see, who else can we watch? Oh yeah, the flags are out, and it is Dylan going slow like an idiot out the final corner. Here comes a lone mouse. I love like verbally beating down the drivers who are right in front of me. Yeet Boy John 546 coming out the final corner, and the guy that I just added back retired. Yay! Anyway, first lap of the day, Yeet Boy gets a 118.2 and goes into the first corner. And lone mouse goes second with a 119.9. That is a whole 1.7 seconds behind, but it's okay. It's only early in the session. It could have been a mistake. Rushing Tice now as he goes through the first sector. Already, less than half his battery is gone. Or just, sorry, more than half his battery is gone. And Ethan goes second there, just behind Yeet Boy John 546, who is only 1/10 ahead of him. Less than a 10th even. Only 300ths in front. As you can see, Serge 19 goes just behind. He's half a second off the pace. And we're looking at Tice now. He's in the middle sector. Brody just in front of him on the track. And here comes out the final corner of the Aston Martin of Day the Goat 06. Coming out the final corner now in 4th gear, enters at overtake mode coming off the corner, trying to get a good exit off the turn. Comes across the line. What's it going to be for the Aston Martin driver? It's going to be 6th place with a 121.0. That is the slowest time so far. Here comes Tice, but I think just before that we're going to see Brody. coming out the corner now, which is Sir Bob 0101. Let's see what he can get, as he's got a lot of battery to deploy, so he's going to have a good run on the front straight here. But I think he left a bit too much in the tank going into the final straight. Across the line, it's going to be a 1 minute 21.3. It was Tyson go. Tyson goes fast to the 1:16.8. A massive lap for him. 1.4. And Dylan beats it! Dylan beats it by 200th of a second. And that was not expected at all. It's a great lap from the McLaren driver Dylan as he goes across the line. And it's going to be between Dylan and Tyson now for pole position, it looks like. But it's early to say. There could have been some drivers with mistakes in their laps. But seeing, I think this is Ethan who's deployed no battery this lap. Recharged it back to full battery. And Ethan comes into the pit lane, as you can hear on the radio there, he says he's going to get some new craps. Anyway. Yeah, Ethan, please play the soundboard from the pit lane. Ethan, please do it. Yes! Oh, this is so fucking funny, bro. It's so loud, bro. Oh no. It's even louder than Ethan's, bro. Wait, was that yours, Ethan? Oh no. Yeah, please, there's a safety car. Play the fucking metal pipe falling sound. Right, so we're gonna watch now. It looks as though right, so Tice in the... It is, I think it's on dynamic weather, yes. It's on dynamic weather, so anything can happen for weather. Oh, you've run out of fuel, Tice. Oh shit. Okay, so Dylan's on another lap though, the current provisional pole sitter, coming out the final corner now in the McLaren. And as he goes into the first corner, very nice, very committed through the first turn, that was very good, onto the overtake button he goes, across the curve on the right hand side, into 7th gear, and into 8th, going to be braking hard into turn 3, around about the 75 meter board, swing the car in, very committed into that corner, swings the car left, very nice, so far, twice, yeah, I'm surprised. It's a bit early to say that, to be fair. So Dylan now going down the back straight, going in towards the DRS zone, the third of 4 DRS zones on this track. As it goes across, he's on 25% battery already. Wow, the battery really does get drained at this track because of the long straights. And as he goes into the next corner, it's purple middle sector, he's half a tenth up from his previous lap. Almost lost it there in the chicane as the car had oversteer going through the turn 10 there, very treacherous corner. Going into now turn 11, I believe this is. Very committed there, you can see the car trail braking. And going into the right-hander now. Oh, he spins out! And he saves it! Oh, he almost saved it. And he goes onto the gravel and he's gone off him his lap. That was a good lap he was on. Unfortunately, Dylan, though, spins around. That was almost a good save there from Dylan, but he overcorrected. But he almost hit the end of the pit wall there. As he came in, he's going to have to go around again. And that's going to waste a lot of time for Dylan now. And Ty's almost getting hit there by one of the racing balls. I think that may have been a low mouse. It was, yeah, in the... Oh no! Looking at Kaiser now as he's on a lap. He's a 10th up in the first sector, so it's a very good lap so far from him. And did Tice go off? Yeah, he did. It turned 3, and he's going to impede Dylan here, but luckily he's not on the lap anyway. Let's see, we're looking at the Mercedes again. Once it's Kaiser on the lap going through the middle sector. He is almost 2 tenths up after sector 2, so in the final sector it's crucial to him to have some nice corners. He can go up on the grid. I reckon he can get into the top 3 here with a lap like this, if he can really secure a good last sector. But we shall have to see as he comes through very nice and tidy. Looking out at the Haas into turn 1. Driver's being very careful not to exceed track limits here, but not need to worry about it. Into turn 3, Gustav himself on 9 as he goes to the corner, very committed into the turn. He likes taking a very wide entry, using the whole track, very useful to do that. And as he comes out the corner, it's very good so far. And Dylan coming into the pit lane now, I believe. Tice on his outlap is weaving a lot. He's got no one behind him, so he's in a perfect position now on the track to get a good lap in. As all very committed from Ethan there as we run on board, and now he's 2,000s up in the first sector, which is very close, so he's on a decent lap here, cutting as far on the inside as he can, opening the DRS. He has a lot of battery saves here. I think he's been paying attention to the way battery's been drained, and is trying to save more for the end of the lap, which is a good idea, but you've got to be careful not to save too much, because then you end up just wasting lap time. So I think you should deploy it on the straight, wink wink, as he goes down here. I'm trying to give you tips, bro. Anyway. I'm actually giving an advantage to people. Be careful with the curb on the inside, it helps people spin. And going into the left-hander now. Just tap the curb. Very nice. Oh, car getting a bit squirrely on the exit of the corner. As he comes off though, out the final turn, he should be deploying with the overtake button. That'd be very useful. And as he goes across the line, what's it going to be for Ethan? It's a 1 minute 17.7. Pretty good lap. They're only 9/10 off the pole time for now. As we're on board with Tice now. The overtake button, yeah, trust me, the overtake button will make you a massive lap time. Don't worry, Ethan, no, it's okay. You can have a good lap here. Great middle sector from Tice here. He's almost 2/10 up already. Very stable lap time from him. He might as well. He might actually get the provisional pole here in the Red Bull. The driver looking to get his third championship in the series. Oh, sorry, fourth championship in the series. Is Tice here. Well, some people... Oh, and he did the same as Dylan, which is going to ruin his lap time, but he has a chance to still make up time. He's already 2/10 up, but we'll have to see. And he goes into the pit lane. That inside curb and the two... what seems to be the two main title contenders for the season have both made the same mistake on that curb on the inside of turn 13, so that's very interesting. Dylan's back on the track very quickly after he just made a mistake on his previous lap, and when he came back into the pit lane. You're looking at Yeet Boy John here. He's not on the lap, he's not at the best middle sector, but what happened? Did you hit the curb? Oh shit. Oh no, that's not good. Bro's clutch is broken. Kaiser was on a lap I think, but backed out because his lap wasn't quite as fast. On a low mouse now on board with as he goes through. He's 4 seconds off the pace of his previous best lap, so I don't think he's pushing at the moment. He is on full battery and he's got low fuel, so I think he's going to pit one more time and get maybe some new tyres. He's going to come on the track. So the drivers on new tyres, we have Dylan on an out lap with fresh softs, we have Tice on fresh softs in the pit lane. Ethan is on 1 lap old softs, we have 2 lap old softs for Yeet Boy John and Sejlam on 9. I don't know who these people are, I'm not going to lie. Kaiser on 2 lap old softs as well. Kaiser, also known as Predicament, is on the Mercedes soft tyre, which is not different from the other soft tyres. Alone Mars 54 is on 2 lap old softs. Day the Goat doesn't know how to change tyres because Bro is on 3 lap old softs, so he's going to struggle to get a good lap in here as he goes through the first sector. I wonder if he's on a lap. It looks like he's pushing. He's deploying battery, so it looks like he is on a lap. Let's see what he manages to get. He's 2/10 down in the first sector, no surprise there with his old tyres. And as he heads through the middle sector, maybe he thinks that it's good to get the most of the tyres he has so he can save some for the race, which isn't a bad idea. Obviously, Ninetales will have the biggest advantage with tyres because they retired at the start of the session. Brody now, currently in last place, looking to make a change to that as he tries to get ahead of Day the Goat, who is in 8th at the moment on the timing board. Maybe he can get into the top 7. And we'll see how it goes. Getting a bit squirrely off the corner on the curb. Using a lot of battery in the first sector. Massive first sector for Brody. He's 2.5 up already, pretty much. Going through the middle sector now. It's going to have to be a very patient lap here. Trying to wind down the corners and keep it stable. We're on board now with Dylan, who's only 200ths down on his best lap, but he can make up all that time in the last sector if he doesn't hit the inside curb here on the right hand side at turn 13, which is very crucial. He does. He purposefully avoids it. Slightly wide of the apex there because of it. Going into the penultimate corner, what's he going to go? Very nice on the curb. Use the entire track trying to make sure he has a good lap time here. Off the final corner, deploying the battery and the overtake. What's it going to be for Dylan? This is a pretty tidy lap. Let's see if he manages to beat his previous best. He does. 1:16.7. That is the provisional pole lap. A 10th and a half up. Well, 0.18 ahead of Tice. So it's more work to do for Tice now as he's got the pressure on with 5 minutes to go in the session. Ethan is in 3rd, looking to improve on a lap. As he's on the track right now on his out lap with fresh softs, looking to get the potential of getting on the front row here. I think he's definitely a contender if he manages to start his ERS deploy. You never know what could happen. He's only 9/10 away. Well, he's about a second down now, but we'll have to see. Yeet Boy John with a decent lap here with 1:18.0. I didn't see when that happened, but... Oh, front wing damage for Kaiser as we're watching him now on the Mercedes on his out lap. Has got front wing damage on the front right end plate. You can see is missing on the Mercedes, so he's going to have to come back into the pit lane shortly to replace that front wing and come back out with, I think he'll have enough time at this point in the session, but we'll have to see. As the only drivers on track now are the Aston Martin of Day the Goat. We have Brody on track, we have Dylan and Ethan. We're going to watch Ethan because I think he was just on that lap. I think he should be on a lap now as he comes off the first corner. Already deploying a lot of his battery, but he is having a pretty good laps so far then, as some... Who is that? Who's Crazy Gruff Man? Does anyone know who that is? I'm gonna have to do something about that. Crazy Gruff Man. Is that this guy? I don't... Okay, you know what? Yeah, real. Does anyone know who that guy is? Okay, that's not good, because there's going to be a random person in the lobby now. I don't want there to be random people just in the lobby. I don't know. I did invite someone thinking it was someone else, so it might be them. That's the only thing I can think of. Anyway. Oh, he left. Okay, he left. He left. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Crazy Gruff Man. I don't have to worry about restarting the whole session now. That would have really pissed me off. Anyway, on board with Ethan once again in the first sector into turn 3. Pretty good. He's saving battery as he goes through, and it's a very smart idea. Saving battery. Oh, he's got the fuel. I didn't notice that. Anyway, on board with Tyce. On a lap now, going through the first chicane. See what he manages to do as he comes through here. From the off-board, looked like he locked up, but I couldn't tell. I think he was just managing to get the car turning with the engine braking. But as we go through now into the first sector, it looks very tidy so far from Tyce, taking the whole curve on the inside of turn 5. One of the Haas cars is slow. It must be Surge the 19 as he's on his outlet. That makes sense. As there's only 2 minutes to go in the session, it's crunch time for the drivers here. As Ethan now looks like he's going to have to come back to the field. I think that's the session over for Ethan, to be honest, because I don't know if he's going to have enough time to come back out and do a lap, but we'll have to see. If he's really quick, I reckon he'll just about have enough time. But as look at Tyce now. Going through, he's 2 tenths up, so this is on the cards to be a potential pole lap for Tyce. So let's see how it goes. He's got Dylan in front of him. Hopefully he doesn't get impeded by any of the slow cars coming by towards the pit entry. He's used all of his battery now on the straight. Very good idea. I think that's the best place to use it because it's not as useful on the final straight. A bit deep into that corner though. He lost a bit of time there. What about into this corner? Very nice on the apex. Didn't hit the curb, but also was very far on the inside of the track. Will use the whole curve on the inside. A little bit wide. Goes in deep once again. But it's okay. Tyce has an opportunity. Oh, the Crazy Gruff Man's back. God damn it. And Tyce across the line. It's not going to be an improvement, and that means Dylan will get pole position here. And he doesn't have to worry. He's on a lap now. May as well watch what he does. Very committed through the first corner there from Dylan as he comes through now. If this guy that joined griefs the lobby, by the way, we're going to have to restart. I hope everyone understands that. Oh, and Dylan gets impeded by Tyce. That's not good. Luckily he was already on pole, but that's still impeding. Well, we'll have to see how that goes. I don't know how to do that. See what Kaiser can do now is run board with him. Brody is on 5-lap old stuff, so he's not on the pace, so it looks like he's going to start night today. But as we look at David Goat now, what's he going to get as he comes through the first sector? He's 2 cents up in the first sector, so this could actually get him into 7th here for David Goat as he comes across the back straight. In sector 2 now, he's in the DRS zone. On the hot lap, he's only deployed half his battery, so it's pretty standard lap here for him. That's fair enough. Oh wait, that's the drags guy. Oh, thank God. Okay. How did he join? Who invited him? I didn't invite him. Unless it was me and I'm just crazy. What is that guy's username? I know it's Crazy Gruff. I don't know. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna think about it. Ye Boy John 546 comes across the line. And David Goat stays in 8th place. Unfortunately, lost a lot of time in the final sector, but it looks like there's only 2 more people here doing laps. Out the final corner comes Serge Lemon now. What's he going to get? He's currently on a 1:18.7, which was the provisional pole lap before. 18.0, very good lap. He's into 4th place. It's a battle between him and the V-Carb driver, who is 4 tenths down. He's going to have to make up a monster last sector if he wants to get back ahead of the Haas driver. As he comes into the final sector now, what's he going to get? Going into the right-hander, he does, going very deep into that corner. Hasn't got much battery to use. This isn't good. He's been very careful. Hits the inside curve. That's not going to help him very much. He's going to lose him a lot of time. I think that's it for him now as he comes out the final sector. Unfortunately, John doesn't look like he's going to improve his lap, but he's going to be in 5th place, which is a very good effort for his debut qualifying. But of the rookies on the grid, oh, he crashes on the smart finish line. Massive impact into the wall on the left-hand side of the track. And that was obviously intentional, but obviously no one was going to do anything anyway, so it's fine. Across the line in the all-in V-carb. And that is the end of the session. And the highest qualifier of the rookies was session number 9. Very good effort in the house driver there, or from the house driver, sorry. And pole position goes to Dylan, so use this as he's also known. Great lap from him. Almost 2 tenths ahead of Tice, whose wheel died at the end, but very close between them. And it looks like we're going to be in store for a very good season if that's anything to go off of. Yeah, he's in the lobby. He'll race, won't he? Or am I stupid? Yeah, right? Is that how it works? I don't care if he's in the wrong team. We'll just give him points whatever team he's in, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll just write it down, that's fine. Don't worry. I don't want to restart the session for no reason. Like, it's just going to be a pain in the ass and everyone's going to get confused and everyone's going to be like, invite me, and I don't want to do it again! Anyway. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I can see him in the Rebel garage. He's Tice's teammate for now. Yeah. Oh, we're going to we're going to do restarts. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay. Anyway. That's not professional language for a commentator. Right, let's do this. Here we go. It is Dylan on pole, and it is Tice alongside for a 29-lap race for the Australian Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go. Looks like there's a jump start there from the Mercedes car, and already cars getting squirrely on the start line, and it is Dylan that still leads into turn 1. A great start from session 1 as he goes to the first corner. Ethan has dropped down to 4th place. Off the track goes the Haas driver behind. What's happened there? He rejoins the track alongside, almost gets put into the wall. There's a yellow flag in the first sector for some reason, but there's nothing on the track. There must be some damage or something. Tice goes down the inside of Dylan for the first corner, for the first position in the race. Into turn 3, doesn't manage to get the place, but he gets to switch back off the corner into turn 4, going around the outside of turn 5. They're side by side. What a move by Tice around the outside. That was fantastic there from him as he goes around the outside of the corner. That was fantastic from Tice. Into the lead of the race. Dylan into 2nd. Yeet Boy John is now up into 3rd place. The rookie into 4th. And another. Nine Test is disconnected once again. I'm sorry about that. Oh, he got disqualified even. I think he swallowed on the grid or something, or maybe he was AFK. I'm not sure what happened there. But he must have been disqualified for being AFK. But here we go. Ethan now trying to get back past the Haas driver in front of him. 2 tenths behind him going into turn 9. Will he make a move here? Don't think he will. Unfortunately for Haas there, as one of the cars gets disqualified. I don't know if that would count as a disqualification. We'll have to ask Dan, the league manager here, or the league owner, I guess you could call him. Dan said, oh, he thought about moving to Ethan there going into turn 13. He did not quite manage to make it. Oh, and into 2nd, Ethan. Wow, you boy John 546 has just gone into 2nd place in the V car. He's now right behind Tice. He looks like he's really not playing around here in this race. And oh, unfortunately, Crazy Gruffman has left the session. As you can see. Oh, and a crash at the back of the field there for Brady as he's gone into the wall. I believe he made contact with Crazy Gruffman by the sounds of it because that car was AFK. Oh, yeah, boy John gets re-overtaken there. Car off the track, I think. It is, yes. A low miles 94 and the V car was gone off the track. Here comes Kaiser now behind him, trying to race going into turn 3. We're going to pay attention to this lead fight though. As it's side by side now for 3rd place. The Haas go around the outside. He goes in deep though. Will the V car go back around the outside? We'll have to see. Going around the outside he goes. Side by side going to the corner turn 5. Here comes Ethan behind now. He's going to have to wait patiently in line. And very well into the wall goes the Haas driver now. Yellow flags are out once again. It looks like Kaiser's gone off. I didn't see what happened there. He must have been making contact. There's front wing damage for both Mercedes cars now. So it's a disaster for Mercedes so far in this race. But it is Tice that leads from Dylan in 2nd, and 1.3 seconds behind already is Yeet Boy John. He's already lost DRS with the leaders. Here comes the Haas driver now. So someone just behind. He's really closing in fast with this DRS down the straight. Down the inside he goes. That's a dangerous place to make a move. They almost make contact. He just managed to make that work somehow. He didn't make the move stick though. I don't know how he didn't manage to crash there. That was incredible that they didn't touch or anything. Down the inside goes /19 going to the corner. Using the entire cover on the inside. Very nice move. A dive bomb on the inside line there. And Ethan is now right behind both of them. He's just watching this battle patiently. He's got to make sure he doesn't spin off on these curves. But with high fuel load, it won't be as much of an issue as it was in qualifying. So we'll have to see. how this goes, but it is Dylan. It's all over the back of Tice now as they go down. He's got full battery as well. They both are pretty high on battery, and it is him with the fastest lap with a 119.999, as close to a 120 as you can get. Going through the first chicane now into turns 1 and 2. Tice it is that leads from 3 tenths behind. Is Dylan, which is Sir uses 40. Going into turn 3 is a move here for 3rd place and for the lead now. Tice goes in deep, missed massive lockup it looked like, and he's got it deep, and there it is. Dylan takes the lead of the race in the McLaren. Rebel into 2nd. Ethan has gotten side by side now with the Haas driver, and as they go through, he didn't manage to make that move, but he almost made a move there, did Ethan, on the outside look like of the Haas of them on, but it is now Tice 2.5 tenths behind Dylan as he goes for the lead now once again to the outside of the racetrack. He does make the move into the DRS zone. That was a good DRS move. It was more about the slipstream he got off the corner, so great run from Tice there. Both of them on high battery, so they're both just trading places here, trying not to lose time to the cars behind them and pull away from the field. They seem to have the pace to do it. Oh, Tice very scurrilly on the curb there, almost lost it. But it is him leading from Dylan in 2nd place, and there's a fantastic battle for 3rd between now 4 cars as Alone Mouse now gets into the fight, and Dave the Goat seems to be dropping off the pace as obviously Crazy Gruffman has gone off. He's no longer in the race, he's disconnected from the lobby, as we can see now. First 9 just behind Yeet Boy John. This is a fantastic race so far, as is often the case at this track. Australia has the best races in this league, hence why it was picked for the first race of the season, also because it is in real life I assume. But it's a big 4-car battle, a 4-car train here for 3rd place for the podium position between Ethan, Sajamon, Yeet Boy and Alone Mouse 54. Is VCarb, 2 of their cars in this battle, as Danny Sada has got very aggressive move onto the grass though. That was not the best move there in terms of racing etiquette, I wouldn't say, but as he goes off the track he's going to rejoin. His teammate's now in 5th because of that issue that the Haas driver had there. He's gone off the track and he's going to push in almost at the back of him going into turn 3. He just about manages to avoid that, but as we're going to watch this lead fight as Dylan is all over the back of Tice once again. Going into this back straight seems to be the favourite place for drivers to make a move here. It's hard to keep an eye on these battles as they're going on, as Dave the Goat, because of this battle in front, is actually catching up to these cars in this battle. Kaiser is in the pit lane. Brody has not pitted, he's staying out. I think he's hoping for a safety car or something just to get him back in the race at this point. But points are points, so even if he has a bad day here today, it looks like there's a chance of him getting some good points. And Tice it is then. Oh, was that contact? I couldn't tell there between Dylan and Tice. I really thought it was very close between the 2 of them. But Dylan almost took back. Oh, no, Alone Mouse has been overtaken by the Haas driver. They're side by side going into turn 13. On the inside. Don't hit the inside curve too hard. He pushes him wide. Into the gravel he goes. And the Haas driver dives bombs down the inside. He goes off the track onto the grass and he comes back up, almost hits him again. Very aggressive racing from Alone Mouse and Sejlam on there. And Dylan retakes the lead of the race down the inside into turn 1. Willy going deep in the first corner? No, he won't. Beautiful move there from Dylan as he goes past Tice. His racecraft has really improved from the previous seasons. He looks like a proper contender now for actual genuine wins and maybe even the title this season. Oh, and Tice nearly spins out at turn 3 as the car engine brakes a little bit too much going into the corner. Ethan it is though, battling with the V-Carb of Yeet Boy John 546, who's definitely a contender here in the midfield this season, and maybe even for the front runner positions depending on the track. But at this track it's very treacherous with the drivers. This one really does separate the men from the boys, so to speak, because of the nature of the circuit. It's very relentless on this game. All the curves, the very high curves, the sort of strange setups you have to have. There's a big disparity between the 2 downforce levels on the car, and it's very interesting to see how that makes a difference. As you see behind, Sajlamon is right next to Alone Mouse here. There's several battles on track. There's one for 3rd, there's one for 5th. Great move there from the Haas driver side by side. Almost contact between the 2 of them, but Ethan it is who stays ahead of Yeet Boy now. Going out of the corner. He has low battery. They both have pretty similar battery levels though, so it's pretty interesting to see this. As now it looks like Tice and Dylan are the closest cars on track right now. Going, oh, Dylan, did you make a mistake there or something? Don't tell me I disconnected, I was going to say. Anyway. Down the main straight, can Tice make a move to turn? Will he try it, or will he go into turn 3 and be more patient? Let's find out. He's got a big slipstream here. Will he go down the inside? He thought about it, didn't do it though. That was a very smart move there from Tice. Don't want to ruin the race at this early on. It's a race, not a sprint. Going to the left. Oh, very last second move there from Tice as he goes to the outside of the racetrack on Dylan. Side by side, the McLaren driver breaks late though. He has the inside line. He will give him racing room on the outside. They're side by side, and Tice wraps his car around the outside and retakes the lead of the race as Dylan tried to take it away. But Dylan though, just behind Tice now going into sector 2. This is the pivotal point of the track because of that double DRS activation zone, and Dylan is just behind Tice now. He's going to have a huge advantage going down the straight. He's going to gain a lot of time. We'll see what he does here. He's got full battery on the car as well. So we've got Ethan behind, very close to Yeet Boy now, who's in 3rd place. I think he just overtook him into turn 3. I didn't quite see that. See outside, there goes Dylan. Oh, he almost made the move, but not a very good place to make an overtake. He thinks he's Oscar Piastri, but it's not wet, so you can't make that move on the outside. There is not more traction out there. As Ethan now and Yeet Boy very close together. Oh, very close. The two Mercedes drivers are communicating now as they want to organise what position they want to be in going forward in the race. I had to bring it up, it's part of the race. Anyway, Ethan though, oh, on the curb. Almost spinning out there when Yeet Boy is now Tyson, the leader of the race, has Dylan all behind him. As I hope they don't crash or anything. There's a massive battle brewing in the midfield once again now between several drivers as Tyson goes down the inside to defend, but Dylan goes round the outside once again. Can Tyson get back past? Is it a double DRS zone is the question. It looks like I'm not gonna spoil ERS figures for the lead battle, it's not fair, but there is actually a fair difference between the two of them, I have to say. Tyson and Dylan battling for the lead every single lap. This is a fantastic race so far, as Ethan is now back ahead of Yeet Boy as we speak, as he's now back into third place position. He's been in many times in this league. He's definitely a podium contender every single race. This is phenomenal racing here, and this is truly the return of NPL. This is great racing. 10 drivers on track. We're all battling for position. As you can see, Tesla 9 and Alomas 54 battling for 5th place. Is here battle for 3rd as well, but the battle for the lead is the closest actually, as Tice goes down the inside going into the fast 910 chicane. Perfect middle sector for Tice with the DRS as well, and back into the lead goes Tice, but don't count out Dylan now as he goes down the straight. Is he deploying battery going into this corner? He defends nicely. Tice though defends the lead. Dylan in 2nd place, Ethan in 3rd, defending from Yeet Boy John. Let's see what he's doing. Down the inside he goes into the corner. I think this is turn 11 as he goes down the inside. Ethan very far on the curb there, and the battle for 5th place seems to be dropping down just a little bit, but they're still within DRS range of each other. Ethan it is though, defending the inside line, going to the main straight, but we're going to watch this lead fight now as Dylan has a massive run on Tice once again. This is incredible racing here at Australia once again in this league, as Dylan takes the lead, Tice in 2nd place. It's almost impossible to keep up with what's going on with the constant overtaking that there's been. Tice goes very wide off the corner, but he has a good run here, using his battery now going to the first corner. Yeet Boy goes down the inside. Ethan pushes him wide. Ethan gets very loose off the corner. He's going to have to sit in line now and wait for another opportunity to get past him with the DRS though. Yeet Boy John looks like he's going to pull away a little bit now off the corner. This is great racing, as Alomas now right behind Seslamon once again for 5th place, but it's been around about 7/10 that gap for a long time now, so it looks like they're pretty even on pace. But these close battles for 1st and 3rd are incredible. Many things going on between the two drivers. Oh, and a spin now. It looks like that could be a safety car. We'll have to see. And big damage now on Brody's car, as his car has lost the front left wing end plate. And we're going to have to go back to the lead fight now as they're side by side again, as Dylan takes the lead. Tice is right next to him. Tice just behind. We're on board with him for a second. We're going to see this on board, the off board, sorry, as he goes into the corner. Right on the outside, Tice tries to go. Braking late, there was Dylan. He's going to wrap around the outside. He had a perfect line. Off the track, but beautiful move there from Tice around the outside. That was an awesome move. Dylan it is though, just behind Tice. They're very close together. Tyson is that leads though. From Dylan in 2nd. Tice gets very loose off the corner, and now he's going to lose the place. He completely lost the position because of that. Incredible. And now Dylan retakes the lead, and 9 seconds off lead is Ethan with this very intense battle now with Yeet Boy, as I think he made a little bit of a mistake there going to the final corner because he just lost a bit of time. Just behind though, and this battle for 1st, 3rd and 5th is really intense this entire race. They're all within a second of each other all the time. Very enriching. Oh, and Ethan almost crashed there off the corner of turn 2. We just caught that as it was happening. And down the inside there goes Yeet Boy now, trying to make a move into turn 3. Will he make this move stake down the inside? He's on the curb. That was a good move, but will he quite make it stake down the inside? Ethan makes contact, he spins around. That was unfortunate for Ethan now. He's going to have to get back going again. He's lost the position to both cars behind. Now he's in 6th place. That was very unfortunate. I think it was just a misplacement of both their cars. I wouldn't say that was anything more than a racing incident there, because Ethan was on the inside. He was given a fair amount of room, but it just naturally washed up the track and the car cut in on the outside, so it looked like it was just a racing incident. But we'll have to investigate that later in the race. Obviously no replays in this mode, so we can't quite review it during the race. And now the battle between Lomas and Sessamon has been intensified because of that incident. I think they had to check up because Ethan's car was on the inside of the track, and that's meant that Lomas is now going to get past Sessamon, it looks like. No, he won't make the mistake. Here comes Ethan now, heading into this back straight. Around the outside, great move there, great use of the track there from Ethan as he goes on the curb and uses the DRS and gets that overspeed, going ahead of him now. Will he defend? Doesn't need to, because the car behind is too far back to make a move. Oh, is he? Oh, nice. Yeah, it's AI. I can tell from the way he's driving. So now the battle for fourth place is now the thing to be interested in, but it's still not over for third because of the 1.7 second gap. There's still strategy to be involved, of course. We're coming near the pit window. Now this track is very brutal on the first stint, as it always has been, so an undercut is very powerful. Let's say around lap 12 the pit window opens. Lap 11 even is plausible at this track. Obviously the hard tyre lasts a long time, so we're going to have to see how the strategy plays out in this race. Tyson is to the lead with a fair actually margin now from Dylan, but not to spoil too much. Dylan has way more battery than Tice at this stage of the race. So I think they both need to save battery at this point. Though he's deploying on the straight. They're coming across a lap car. I think that's Brady. Big battle behind now. I didn't see that. Ethan down the inside of a Lomas now into the middle sector. Down the inside. This is a difficult corner to make a move. He does make the move stick though, but Lomas is going to be right behind him on the straight. Big difference in ERS though. This should make a big difference in this battle. As Ethan now right behind the Haas driver, Serge Le Mans 9. What can he do? And the leaders came across a lap car. I think that was Brody. Unfortunate stuff there. They may have been slightly impeded, but it's fine. They're still in the positions they were in before, so it's fine. And it is a 3/10 gap between the two leaders now, as Tice is still leading this race from Dylan in second, Yibo John in third. And speaking of fourth, Ethan just took that position away from the Haas driver with a late dive bomb, but it looks like he went in too deep, and the switchback was given to the Haas driver now down the inside. Ethan gets pushed to the curb, and it is the Haas driver that remains in fourth place for now, without some great racing. Now Dylan is right behind Tice once again in this race, going into turn 3. This battle has gone on every single lap for 11 laps straight. Down the inside Dylan goes. Did not quite manage to get alongside Tice. Great defending from him. The two drivers are absolutely just inseparable on the racetrack right now. They're both trying to save ERS at different times, both trying to deploy, both trying to just swap positions and not lose time to the cars behind, but they are really battling it out here for the race win, and it is anyone's game at this stage. Phenomenal racing here so far, but as we watch someone, he's right behind Ethan now. And Alomas is in this battle too. And lead by here again. And Dylan just swoops straight past Tice there with the DRS going down the straight. Obviously it's very powerful. The double DRS should help him a massive amount. But it looks like Tice is saving a lot. And now actually Tice has the advantage for ERS. What a ding-dong battle this is between Dylan and Tice. The two seemingly contenders for the championship so far this season are battling tooth and nail here for the leader of the Australian Grand Prix. As you can see, they're still leading. And E-Boy just behind. That's a big advantage. Oh, Serge Le Mans and Ethan are side by side going into the chicane. That's not a place you want to be side by side. Here comes the Lomas on the V-Cub. It's a 3-car battle for fourth place. Here comes the Haas now to the outside of the racetrack. He's got the DRS trying to get the session. He almost made contact. 3 cars into one corner. He just tapped the grass around the outside. Willy made the mistake. Contact. Oh, big damage now on the... Big damage on the V-Cub. There's wing damage now. He just drove into back. I think he'll be alright. I'm not sure. I saw debris. Oh, contact. I think Kaiser's crashed. Or is that Brody? It's Brody who's gone off. I think he's lost his entire front wing this time. I can't tell from this angle. No, he hasn't. But big damage. It looks like both front wing end plates are gone now. And Tice has almost lost DRS on Dylan. I'm not sure what's happened there. It looks like the DRS must have just gone in his favour going down those straights. But Tice can afford to use some battery maybe to stay in DRS range of Dylan. Oh, the lap times. I can actually show that. I can show more things. Okay, so looking at the tyre life, obviously Kaiser's on hard tyres. He's trying to get as far into the race as he can. And battle. Sorry, I didn't mean to not look at that. Just getting pushed to the curb. Looked like there was a lone mouse 54 by Serge Le Mans, who is losing a bit of touch now with Ethan, who is now a solid 4 seconds behind the car in third. It looks like it's pretty game over there, and that's the safety car, which is very plausible at a track like this. Walls really do bite if you go a little bit off the track because of how close they are, and because it's a street circuit, it's quite slippery too. So it's very interesting to see how this race is going to play out. Let's look at positions gain and loss. Obviously, Yeet Boy's got 2 places, doing the best of anyone in this race and the best rookie on the track. Looks like he's on course to get a podium here today, and Ethan is ahead of Serge Le Mans now. Actually, will he make that move? Oh, down the inside. That's aggressive by the Haas driver. Oh, almost made contact with Ethan. Just gave him enough room for space. Very clean racing from him, I've noticed. The Haas driver has some great racecraft most of the time. I haven't seen him do anything stupid yet. Besides, he's gone in deep a few times. He's made a few mistakes, but he's always come back. And speaking of a mistake, he's just gone wide. And into the pit lane. Great time to move in there. Lomas coming into the pits. He's going to be the first driver to come into the pit lane for a regular pit stop. And Mercedes, that sounds about right. Virtual safety car comes at the perfect time for the driver that just pitted. That was Lomas. He might actually take third because of that. That's played beautifully into his hands. And Tice was about to lose DRS range on Dylan there, looked like, because of the instance that was just happening. Although maybe he's just hanging back for the virtual safety car, keeping an eye out for the Delta. There's a big gap here. I think Yeet Boy is using his battery. Oh, there's a car stopped on track. I think that is Brody. I think he spun out again. He's lost his entire front wing. That might be a full safety car. We'll have to find out. But the virtual safety car has been deployed for the first time here today at Australia on lap 11 of 29. We're not even halfway through this phenomenal race here at Australia, as you can see. Onto the curb goes Brody now. Oh. Wait. Oh damn, that's not good. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Dylan. Speaking of Ethan, actually, he's just gone off the track, and that's not good. Oh no, Dylan in the pit lane. Did he hit the end of the pit wall? Something's gone wrong there for sure, but he's gone really slow on the pit entry, and something's gone massively wrong for Dylan. I'm not sure what happened there. I did not catch that, but that was unfortunate for Dylan. He's lost a lot of time to Tice. There was a yellow flag even, so something must have gone very wrong for Dylan as he goes into the pit entry, and this has played massively into Tice's favour. At a time where it seemed like the pendulum was swinging into Dylan's favour, it's back in Tice's court. This is very interesting. As he comes back out onto the track, the McLaren driver is going to have to push hard on his outlap on the hard tyres. Everyone should be pitting now because it's a great time to. Lomas could have benefited massively from that VSC. We'll have to see now. As he comes out, he's going to jump both Ethan and the Haas driver, it looks like, by the time they come back out. But the Haas driver is very far behind. I think he's going to. Has he pitted yet, actually? I'll have to find out. He has not. He has not pitted yet. Neither has Tice. Neither has Crazy Griffin, but I don't think he will, technically, because he is an AI driver now. I think he left the session. Big gap though, 25-second gap. Is that too big for Dylan to make up? He's going to have to push really hard here, probably more than he would have liked to, just to make sure he's still in this racing, still in the DRS range of Tice. If he can get in his DRS range, that's all that matters, because then he can stay behind him and stay relevant in the race until the last lap, which is the most important one, of course. Going through the back straight, we're on board with Lomas, who has benefited massively from that VSC when he pitted at the perfect time. Brody crashed at an unfortunate time for everyone else, but it looks like it's played perfectly into the VCarb's driver's hands, and Eat Boy John 546 is in 4th position. Looking at someone now. Where's he going to come out in all of this? Looks like he's going to be behind several drivers in this race, thanks to that unfortunate timing, and also Brody being in the way at one point when he had spun round. Let's see what Tice can do. Is Tice in the pit lane? Yes, he is. He comes back on the track and he is miles ahead of Dylan there. There still could be a safety car. Very well said that indeed, as he's one of the people in the chat. But it is Dylan way behind Tice, and that is absolutely played perfectly into Tice's hands, as Dylan, I think, either crashed on the pit entry, spun out or something. I'm not sure what happened, but that was very strange. I think the only explanation for this is that maybe Dylan was in front of Tice and there was contact as he braked to go into the pit entry, or maybe he hit the end of the pit wall. That's my theory, but of course I won't know until I see maybe the highlights in the EA Sports Theatre after the race. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. But it's now 7.6 seconds the gap between the top two, so really there's no battles on track for now, but anything can happen in this race. Of course, a lull is needed. What Tice? You are on mute, yes. Track limits on loose? Yes, they are, because it makes racing more fun. I think giving drivers the ability to go off the track, past the white line to overtake is great. Sorry, what are you saying, Tice? Yeah, oh, did he just spin? Was it? Oh, we must win again. I think he tried to, did he try and turn it at the last second or something? That's strange. Let's see. Oh, car around? Yeah, no worries then. Issue there for Brody. He's into the inside wall, it looks like, once again. And this is a disaster race for Brody, unfortunately, in the Mercedes. Not really comfortable on these hard tyres. He should pit again. Well, has he got damage? I mean, that's the question. He has a little bit on the right-hand end plate, it looks like. Let's see. There's no battles on track for now, but anything can happen in this race. We're going to have to find out. Oh, a personal best first sector from a low mouse, but he hasn't necessarily made many inroads on Yeetboy John. Ethan is, though, in 5th place in his first race of the season, but VCarb is 3 and 4, looking at this point like a contender for the constructors with these very consistent drivers. We'll have to find out. Obviously, Red Bull drivers, Crazy Griffin, I don't believe he is actually a Red Bull driver. We'll have to find out. But it is Tice leading with Dylan in second. Dylan is actually closing in slowly on Tice, so he has slightly got better pace. He's gained about a second on him in the last few laps. But still a 6.4 second gap to gain in about 13 laps. It's doable, but with Tice's pace, we'll have to find out how that goes. Good ERS saving, to be fair, from Dylan, considering he's closing in on Tice, but we'll have to see. Tice, though, absolutely with the advantage with a big buffer now. Looks like Yeet Boy is coming up on lap traffic. It's the only close battle on track for now. Is crazy. Gruffman's lapped car. Oh, he's getting really impeded now. Almost hit him, but he has to go off the track. That was not good there from the AI car. They really need to fix that in this game, where it just makes the AI car go by default, because that was very stupid. That's awful. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Not good there from the AI card. They really need to fix that in the game. I think that if you can't have a game that has AI cards trying to take you out that aren't even in the race. Yeah. The only thing this race really needs right now is a safety car, but to be fair, Dylan has the pace. He has got a good pace here. Sorry for being so quiet to everybody in the chat. Actually, Ethan has closed in massively on a low mass in front, and a personal 4 times. Oh, Ethan almost spun out. He had a purple first sector, and he almost spun there, but he's still gaining a huge amount of time on the car in front, so it looks like the battle for fourth's back on here. And honestly, I didn't think I'd be saying this, but it looks like there's a genuine chance Dylan could get back in this lead fight, despite the massive mistake he made. Ethan did an amazing save there. This game has some great saves because of the nature of the corners on this track, because it's so... Well, this game has a weird system of saving the car, because the car kind of swings around when you turn it. It kind of creates this thing going on. What a lap by Dylan, wow. Dylan is absolutely flying on this track right now. Another purple lap here from him, the fastest lap of the race with a 19.582, I think that was. 4 seconds already behind Tice. He's gained half the gap that there was before out of the pit exit when he pitted. Incredible stuff here from Dylan, very good pace, but obviously Tice struggling with his pedals at the moment, it sounds like. So that's hindering his progress. This reminds me of Imola 2024 in F1, with Norris chasing down Max Verstappen at the end of the race, but we'll see. I think maybe, though, the difference in this case is there's more time left in the race for Dylan to catch up to Tice and then pull away. We'll have to find out. But Tice's pedals, once again, coming back to haunt him here in the NPL, and this happens a lot in this league for some reason, and it's very unfortunate. Alimas had great pace at the start of his stint, but has since fallen off, and now it looks like he's going to be under massive threat from Ethan in the kick Sauber behind. Another personal best first sector here from Ethan. No longer purple, but it is definitely up there. Australia back to back bangers, Dan. This race never misses. There's been every single race at this track. I would say it was actually a fantastic race. This track is always great in NPL. You have great lead fights and great midfield fights. Oh, and Brody crashes in turn 2 and he's gone off. Oh, he crashes as he rejoins. That's not good. He's coming back in front of the leaders. Will this be a problem? I don't think it will. I think he'll get ghosted anyway. And Ethan expressing an issue here. Yeah, flags are out constantly as Brody finally gets back going again. 2 seconds, the difference now. He gained a second, almost 2 seconds on that last lap. 2 ties. Fantastic pace here from Dylan, and the struggles of ties are really coming back to bite him here. Oh, Ethan gets very loose, almost spins around. That was very close. And yeah, flags once again as Brody goes off, I think. This is a very unfortunate day for Brody. And now, finally, a battle on track. Australia NPL contract has been extended to F1 31, says Dan, and that is pretty true. Because the track bangs. Yeah, for real. That is crazy, that is actually crazy. That's literally like 15-year contract. Ethan down the inside of a low mouse going into turn 11 or 12, sorry, off the track, very side by side still though, down the inside. Ethan makes the move stick, and now the Battlefield lead is on. Oh, and Dylan spins round again! He's gone into the wall, and that might be it for Dylan as he stops the car on the inside of the track. And Dylan, in his pursuit of the lead of the race, crumbles under the pressure once again, unfortunately. And that was potentially the biggest comeback in a long time, but it's all over from now. But he's got damage on the car, I think, on the front left end plate. Massive damage to that car, and he goes into the break as he retires from the race. Oh, and he crashes into Ye Boy John, who was just trying to get past. What is going on? He does a Lando Norris. A retirement there for Dylan after being a contender for the race win is giving this championship already a huge advantage to Tice at the start of the season. This is crazy scenes here in Australia. Here comes the low mouse now. He's been overtaken by Ethan, but he's still within DRS range, so there's a small chance he can still get in this battle here. So the race isn't over for battles, but 18 seconds the gap between the top two. We do need a safety car for something to happen here. But honestly, you're right, Dan. I think he might quit because of this. I'm not gonna lie. Going down into this corner, almost into the back there, and this is good actually for Brody because he needs these points. So to see that he is now actually going to be okay, good to see. Yeah, if you finish the race, you get points, more points than Dylan, despite his great race he just drove today. Very unfortunate for him. I'm very, very sad for him. I don't know why Dylan retired. That wasn't the best move from him. It was just obviously him pissed off, and I don't blame him. But what happened? Oh, Brody's gone off again, unfortunately. Yeah. Who did? Dylan? Let me just check. You boy. Oh. Well, no visible damage. But no, he's not got damage. He has actually gained on Tice. I think Tice has just stopped driving this fast. On purpose. Yeah. Bro's an old man. Yeah. Wait, what, Brody? What'd you say, Brody? You know what? That is rude, but it's actually true. It's actually kind of true. He entered the race. He finished ahead of you on the track, even though it was his AI car. That is honestly on him. Well, you never know what happens. If someone else retired now, then you wouldn't be able to overtake them. But wait, Kaiser. Oh, he spun around. I thought that was Brody. That's why I didn't see it. But oh, that's unfortunate there for him. Ethan is now pulling away and is actually closing in on the second place now. Oh, Kaiser's gone off again now. Yeah, no, Kaiser does have damage on his end plate. I don't know what's going on anymore. What am I seeing? I'm watching you. Oh my god, don't do that, you're gonna crash, bro. Imagine if Yeet Boy wins. Tice, just crash out. Then the championship will be interesting again because Dylan also, it will be even points with you, bro. Like a man that... Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I wish I'd driven this league, but you know what? I don't care. This game is not worth the bother. This game is just not fun to me. I'd rather commentate. Oh, Yeet Boy John just hit the wall. No, it's so bad. If the race is fine, the qualifying makes me want to die. I'm not gonna lie, that shit sucks. Yeah. I haven't got the pace anyway. Like, I'm not fast on this game anymore. I'd have to practice so much, and I haven't got the time anymore because of college, so it's not really like... I can't really do it. Yeah, Dan's right. Hot laps are shit. I fucking hate them. Washing tires, like going onto the straight. I have a sneaky feeling, a little birdie told me that someone's gonna weave on this straight. Let's just look from the offboard. Oh no. And finally, Brody has overtaken Dylan's DNF'd car. Yeah, he did it! Oh, and there goes Kaiser spinning out as we say that. Oh no. Ethan unfortunately hasn't got the tyres, it looks like, to go after Yeet Boy, but... This is so stupid. May I just ask Dan, you're in the chat, can you tell me if... What tyres? That's what Dylan's mindset was. Yeah, Miami. Yeepo gonna get second here, he's actually cooking. Yeah, really struggling. The hard tires do really fall off after a while. Who's that? He's gone slow now. Is it Kaiser again? Oh, it's Dan in the party. Hi, Dan. Oh, wait, the Haas driver's gone off. He's hit the wall. Oh no, from 5th place. He actually might lose the position now to the Aston Martin in 6th. Cinnamon 9 has gone off the track. He's broken the front right wing on the car. Another bit of damage, massive damage actually to the Haas car. He's gone into the gravel. Oh no, that means the Aston Martin will surely take this place with only 3 laps to go when they cross the line. It's going to have to be a very intense drive here for Salomon to get the position away from Day the Goat 06. He's going to pit, and that is going to give him position for certain. Oh, he hits the wall in the pit entry as well. And Day the Goat 06 takes the lead. Sorry, it takes 5th place. Not the lead, what am I talking about? Wishful thinking. Into 5th place because the Aston Martin of Day the Goat. Ahead of Salomon 9. Good job from him. On debut 5th place already. It's very good, very good effort from him. Yeah, it is very scary, you're right. A very difficult track for that. Oh! What happened there? Oh no, an incident, and once again Brody almost got hit by Tice. Oh, Tice at the wall. Another collision of him. Who did he touch? Three laps to go in this race. Let's see if anyone can get a faster lap at the end. Cinnamon actually, now he's on soft tyres, might actually get faster. Oh, yellow flag again. Is that Brody? Yes, it is. Oh! And Brody retires from the race as Kaiser... Who was that? Someone was... Oh, wait! Oh, it is a crash! The car in second, Ye-Boy, on Davey, despite almost getting second place, he's lost his entire front wing. He must have crashed into Brody or something. The entire front wing is missing. I'm so sorry. I did see that. And Ethan takes second on the 3rd to last lap of the race. Absolute cinema here at Australia. Oh, and he goes off again like Oscar Piastri, and into 3rd goes a lone mouse. Unbelievable scenes here at the Australian Grand Prix. Ye Boy's amazing race comes undone. And Ethan into second. And now it's into third place for LMS 54. Into the pit lane. He's going to lose loads of time. Now the question is, can Day the Goat get ahead of Yeet Boy John for fourth place? He's gone up already ahead of the Haas driver. Is he going to retire? No, he hasn't. He's changing his front wing though. This is going to be a long pit stop. Team orders, it looks like, from VCARB, as Dan says. Day the Goat now coming up the final corner. This actually is going to be very close on the pit exit, you know. Let's find out. Down the straight, there's a Mercedes driver coming. Is that Kaiser? It must be. Yeah, Tice could get fastest lap on the final lap, which would be great, and also be bad for Dylan in the championship. That would be bad. That'd be bad. This is the 11 drivers in this race is the most you've ever had tired, by the way. So good job everyone for joining the race. Here's Day the Goat. He doesn't quite get past Eatboy John. That was a good save from him, and it's going to be a fastest lap attempt from him. Ethan now is second, 15.3 seconds off the lead, with Tice leading. Going for fastest lap on the final lap of the race. On board with Tice. Let's watch this final lap attempt. Through turn 2, very smooth there. Obviously, very old tyres. Tyre wear does make a massive difference at this track, so it's going to be difficult. But if he has the right ERS deploy, which he definitely does, he should go flying on this final lap with little Tice on the final, en route to victory here at the Australian Grand Prix. A hard fought one at that. Dylan gave him a hard fight and looked like he had the absolute it looked like he was the favourite to win the race at the end of the race. Unfortunately though, it all came undone just about 10 laps ago when he crashed into the wall head on, broke his front wing and retired from the race. And Tice, this will be the first ever repeat winner at this track, I just realised, in NPL. NPL has had different winners at this track every single time ever since it first was in the series in Season 2. And Tice, who won here in Season 6, is looking to be the first repeat winner here at Australia. Going through the final sector now. It's a perfect middle sector from Tice. It's looking clean, it's looking tidy here from Tice, looking to get the fastest lap of the race. Went a bit wide going to turn 12 there, into 13, now into 14, and the final corner at 15, but it is Tice Gamer 10, the 3-time champion, your champion from seasons 3, 4 and 5, is going to come around the final corner and make a bid for another title as Tice wins the Australian Grand Prix with the fastest lap by only 0.05 of a second from Dylan. Just about gets it on the final lap. Ethan though, 16 seconds behind. A great race from Ethan, up and down all over this race. This was a rollercoaster race for Ethan as he comes across the line to take second place here in the race for Sauber. A fantastic result for him and for his team. A low mouse on debut. After an incredible race, he just kept it clean as much as he could, and he comes across the line in third on debut. What a performance from him. Yeetboy John now. An unfortunate debut for him. He's 6 tenths up on his personal best in the middle sector. Will he get the fastest lap? I don't know if he will. We'll have to find out. He had really good pace earlier in the race, but it doesn't look like he will. And around the final corner he comes. Yeetboy John 546 crosses the line for 4th position. He gets it! Yeetboy John takes the fastest lap by a whole 10th over Tice on the final lap. Incredible scenes on the soft tyres. And he does get driver of the day surely. Across the line, Day the Goat gets 5th for Aston Martin after a comeback from him. And the Haas driver of Salem 19 with a bad day at the office, who was doing so well, almost on the podium, and he finishes 6th unfortunately, but that's still a great debut as he finishes the race ahead of Dylan, who retired earlier in the race. What a race. Ethan gets driver of the day, which is fair enough, but I would personally give it to Yeetboy John just because it's his debut and he did an amazing job this race. Came back, got the fastest lap of the final lap of the race. What a race, man. That was such a great race. What a race. Yeah, you're right, he was disqualified. Also, he wouldn't have got points anyway, it's fine. Yeah, you're right. What a race here in Australia. And there it is, your race results. It was Tice winning the race from Ethan in second, giving him second in the championship, only 7 points behind Tice, and the main title rival for him. 1 point for Dylan. Because of the retirement he had here today, but is a low mouse in 3rd place. What a performance from him in the VCARB. VCARB 3-4, they are absolutely ones to watch here in the Constructors' Championship this season. Day the Goat gets 5th position in the Aston Martin. Salem 19 gets the Haas into 6th place. Having started 4th, that was an unfortunate day for him. Kaiser started 6th, went down 1 position to finish 7th. Crazy Gruffman finishes ahead of Brody, despite being an AI car the whole race. I want to reiterate that. Anyway, Brody gets 9th in the Mercedes. And then Dylan gets 10th place. And Ninetales gets disqualified on the first lap. Thank you for watching NPL Season 10 Race 1.